Okay, guys, Mongo here. Quick update on the overall markets. We're still bullish, like I said. Ever since we put in this inverse head and shoulders down here, blasted up, got a retest of the neckline. We bull flagged, and then we're pushing up higher again. I'm more bullish than bearish anytime we're staying above 67,000, which we did. So at this point, I think we're either going to push for a new all-time high, or we're just going to consolidate here at the neckline and then rock it. So the consolidation part or sweeping some liquidity will just frustrate retail, which is what the market maker usually likes to do. Also, this allows whales and institutions time to accumulate at lower prices before pushing higher into price discovery. So that's what I'm watching for. Money flow looks good on some of the most of these time frames. Let's back up and kind of walk you through a few things. There's not much to really talk about. I'm still expecting higher. Here's the monthly. Monthly's bullish. You had a red dot that played out, but in my opinion, this is already lagging. You've already engulfed 90% of that candle, and actually you're above the close of the candle from 2 months ago. So this is April's candle, this is May's candle, this is June's candle. June's candle has eclipsed the actual open price of May's or April's candle. So this is the highest monthly open. Well, it's not closed yet, but this is open down here. But it's going to be probably the highest monthly close we've had to date during a time frame where you're supposed to be bearish. So May and June are usually very bearish months for crypto. 2 out of 4, I'd say 3 out of 4 years of the cycle, it's usually very bearish. Sell in May and walk away is the old saying. You can see here, even on the monthly, we did fill some of this liquidity on here in this fair value gap. We tapped off of the yearly VWAP. Not much else to talk about during that time frame. It's dropped down to the 2 weeks. Really bullish. You're getting the VWAP coming up, money flow increasing. You're getting kind of a trigger wave here. I'm expecting a higher push over the next 2 weeks. 1 week. VWAP is flat, money flow is flat to increasing, so this is a consolidation pattern. This looks good to me again. I'm still expecting higher. So are my indicators saying it's a weak high. So we technically have ugly highs and ugly lows. I think last night we closed out some of the local ugly lows, but not really. So you have potential to quit in either direction that market makers could grab here on a Friday. 3-day. Bullish. Money flow is increasing. VWAP's coming up. Momentum's coming up. You've got tighter RSIs, so this is probably a move that's going to happen here. This could be one of those weekends where things really push without having institutional help. Even though ETFs have been bullish the past couple of days, I think on what's today, Friday. On Wednesday, you had over 488 million in EFT buys coming in. So that's that. The 1 day, getting kind of peaky, but we have room to run. So we could just get a sweep of the high and then come back down and consolidate on top of it. So that's something that's possible as well. I don't think you're going to have retail FOMO until we're up above 74,000, consolidating and moving higher. And that's when people are going to start really rocketing. And then keep in mind, yes, this is bullish for Bitcoin, but remember, this is the main barometer for the whole crypto market. And then once this is above the all-time high of like 74 and moving higher and consolidating, that's when altcoins are the real money makers. They're just going to go bananas. So keep that in mind. Meme coins and altcoins are the way to go. Bullish on the 6 hour. Every time frame is bullish, guys. Let's go down the 4 hour. Bullish. 1 hour. Bullish. Yeah, we look good. I'm looking, hopefully, to see a back test in New York Opens, do a quick, sneaky liquidity grab, and then run. 10-minute. 10 minutes looking sneaky. We just thought we were going to dump, and then we're pushing higher again. So this is just a stair step, it looks like. 5-minute. I have a limit down here, so I'm hoping for New York to do a quick liquidity grab and then run higher. I'd really like to see this previous day EQ hit. It'd be nice, chickens drinking water, and that would be roughly what, off of the old fib mark, that would be somewhere just below the 618. Closer to 786 now, depends how you draw that. It's almost that time where things are so bullish moving forward that you could almost long every top with a reasonable stop loss and actually make money. So not financial advice, but that's a real good sign to tell that things are super bullish. Pulse chain did well recently. Let's also cover this too. So the SEC, Richard Hart just posted this one, is being sued by its own entities, which is nice. So you have the American Securities Association is suing the SEC for not giving clarity, which is about freaking time, in my opinion. You can read through this. I've shared it on my Twitter page, but basically it goes over the fact that through pretty much was it a FISA Act? No, it's the Freedom of Information Act. So in the United States, we have this act where we have to be transparent and open when requested for information, and the SEC is holding back information. So they're actually litigating and pressing charges against entities and individuals that they haven't given a ruling on. They haven't told you why they're pressing charges. They haven't told you what the charges are. This kind of goes into that. So this was in Florida. This is a Florida District Court, American Securities Association. So I jokingly say this is the snake eating itself. So you're about to see, I think, the removal of Gary Gensler. Thank God, it's about time. It's coming. So that is that. We had a nice pump the other day. It went up to like Inc. went up to like $3.15. Pulled back some, but still up for the week. I want to say PLS hit 5,600. And I want to say PLSX hit like 2,600. So again, we're up off the bottom. I didn't pull a chart up for this one, but I showed you in one of the last videos about Pulse Chain's ecosystem in general. Nice double bottom pattern. And then you'll see let's refresh that for you. Liquidity pools are starting to increase their payouts again. Again, the higher the Inc. token goes in price, the higher all of these percentages go. So Inc. is the crutch that's going to rocket most things. Actually, I can pull up a chart here for you real quick. The daily. You're on. Inc. It looks actually has the best chart, to be honest with you. So, believe it or not. Kind of reminds me of like an early XRP chart before it rockets. So once this starts to push, you're going to start to see the entire ecosystem push because it's all interconnected. So I'm watching Inc. just like I'm watching Bitcoin for the rest of my altcoins. So how are we looking? We got some big buys still coming in. Nice. So we may get a push to an all-time high today, guys. There's not much else I can say. Nothing I say is financial advice. Best of luck. You want to find me? How about a Crypto Blackwall on Twitter and the Blackwall Discord? Thanks.